Bam, 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 bam. You're all I need. I think I'm shiny today. We're back. Welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. Give me a second. I'm not here, but I'm here. I was TikToking and shit. I feel shiny. I gave myself a low taper this time. Just wanted to switch it up around my ears. If you didn't watch about a 2-3 episode, maybe like weeks ago, I was like, yo, one of my stupid hobbies I picked up during COVID was cutting my hair. It's the dumbest shit I ever did. Now all I do is like look at it and go, oh no, it's falling out. So now this is just me holding on to this motherfucker until it goes. Oh, I shouldn't cuss yet. Is it before the time? YouTube just sent me a chance. My bad, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Lorna, you in here? Let me get a year. Anybody from New York? Let me get a year. If you from Vegas, just put a slot machine in the chat. I'll see if I see it. Can y'all hear me? I hear me. That's what's up. Hey, today's show is going to be awesome and wonderful. Can you see my Pizza Palace or Pizza Planet shirt? How fucking dope is this, right? Bro, I have been shopping it up. And let me tell you something. Because we're not sponsored by a clothing brand for the show, I really don't even know if I think Coach would be the only brand, and I appreciate you, my brother. Coach would be like the only brand that I will rock with because I feel like the little horse and carriage is pretty dope. Or Hermes, but Hermes. I just don't feel like they would sponsor my show. So until then, I'm going to just keep copping print tees. So whoever got the dopest print tees, you're going to have my business. I bought like fucking 100 of these shits last year. So it's going to be tons of fun to just keep searching. And I thrift shop them. I love thrift shopping. I think we should do. I gotta make a vlog. I'm gonna vlog some shit. All right, let's get into today's show. Let's talk about what's going on out here in the world today. Let's see what's topical, I guess we could say. Topical. Have you seen Turning Red? Turning Red is out today. We're going to talk about LL Cool J wilding on TikTok. LL went all the way out on TikTok. Trump was on full send. I think that was an interesting interview, especially because he still got it. It's crazy. He still got it. Let's talk about that Dunkin' employee that got sentenced today as well. We'll talk about Jake Paul's crypto scam, I think. We're going to dive into that. We'll see what's up. There's a Jussie Smollet update if you haven't been watching the internet. Jason Lee and Ye got some business going on. The Don't Say Gay bill. I have an update on that, and I got more information on it, and I'd like to pass it along to those of you that have children in school in Florida and just those that are curious as to what is in a bill that is called the Don't Say Gay bill. And we got to record for the podcast because of the Spotify thing. And I think I just got to always say it just to say it. But yes, we record for the podcast and you get to watch us visually. You can't hear the sounds this week. But I think next week, it's about to get all types of nasty in here, all right? Invest in yourself. That shit, hold up. That's how I start the show, my bad. I got to start recording. Invest in yourself. That shit's expensive, but trust me, it's worth it. Promise it is. Promise. What song? Oh yeah, we did Locked Up. Yeah, this is in honor of the boy Jussie Smollet. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No. Locked up. They won't let me out. Is that what he said? I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No, getting no closer. No matter how far I go. No registration. If y'all didn't know the story behind this song, this was about Akon's brother, not Akon. He wasn't the gangster. His brother was. Boo is a gangster. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. No, they won't let me out. I'm locked up. It's Kasabian Lavoe Show. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome back to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. And I'll be your host with talent on loan from God. Yes, The boy's back. I'm not the boy. I'm so fucking old. I got gray hairs. I'm balding. Ain't no boy. I'm just in the building, and I don't even know what building I'm in. Y'all ain't never even seen this concrete place. Don't worry about it. It's fucking super duper dope. I got a compliment on the audio version of the show. If you never listened to the audio version, which is where I get a mass quantity of my listens from, but for those that don't, we have changed how we mix it. So my voice sounds real sexy when I talk on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Go check that out. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I could be Will Smith at this fucking point. I still haven't seen the second episode of Bel Air, but I want to. I'm old as shit, my boy. I am so old. Here's a fear of mine growing old. The old man smell. How scary is the old man smell? It's a thing. And if you didn't know, it's a thing. Old people just have a smell. Can we avoid it by juicing? Like, is this next generation of old people going to smell real lovely? And like, what about all the plastic surgery? Will you smell like a Barbie doll when you get older? Like, how does that work? Do you turn into like a Toy Story toy or some shit? Do you smell like balloons? You know, like the kid not balloons and shit? No? All right, whatever. Maybe it fell flat. I'm just saying. Old man smell scares the shit out of me. We'll be talking Turning Red. Not really, but we will. Turning Red. Today's Friday. Disney Plus released Turning Red. We'll talk LL Cool J, who won the Nasty Award this weekend. Trump was on the Full Send podcast, which did crazy numbers and then got pulled down by YouTube and many other social media platforms. A Dunkin' Donuts worker punched an old man and killed him. We'll talk about it. Also, Jake Paul scammed a bunch of people out of like $1 million out of crypto, but it's alleged. I'm not going to stick to this until I know for sure that he's going to get sued or whatever's happening. Jussie Smollet update, Smollet. We'll discuss what happened to the Empire actor, as well as Jason Lee and Kanye West, a.k.a. Ye, have now come together, joined forces, just like that, to start a new media platform. They're going to talk nothing but the fucking truth. You got it? Anyway, I'm animated today. We'll talk about the Don't Say Gay bill. I'm glad that I have more information, and I want to bring that information to all the parents and all the people that are curious to what the Don't Say Gay bill is, as well as daylight savings. The thing that we voted, let's get right into it. Next week, I have a little thingy, and we'll play some noises and shit like this, but this week we're not. So just imagine. I'm doing the bumper music. Shh. Did you hear it? Me neither. All right. So, daylight savings doesn't do nothing anymore. February is a short month because they use February to recalculate and recalibrate time and the days. That's why it's shorter, because we've always lost time. It's fake. It's made up. It's not real. The earth spins at whatever the fuck speed it feels like. It moves at whatever speed it feels like. And we just made this shit up as we went. And we decided that when the sun goes up and goes down, it's about 6 to 12 hours of some shit here and 6 to 12 there. And we'll call it Monday through Friday, and 2 days at the end we'll call the weekend. It's all made up. These are all social constructs. The idea that we cannot just say, stop with the shit, blows my mind. I live next to Arizona. They don't do the daylight savings. Like, nothing happens. You can literally go to Havasu, right? During this whole time change shit, you go to Havasu and it's an hour different. And then you come back to Nevada and you're like, what's the fucking difference? Nothing. We're not farmers anymore. And I think farmers have solar and LED lights and all types of doodads and gadgets and shit. They don't need your little hour change. I really don't think that it helps. I just don't see it. We had a vote in Nevada back in it was the first time that I was able to vote. I was 18 and I was very proud of myself because it was a state voting. It was not like a major election. This was a smaller election cycle, and I was so excited to go vote because one of the things on the ballot was stop daylight savings, and I voted stop that shit. We all voted to stop it. Then it was appealed, and I went back to check, and it's actually still in appeals, and they just don't know how to say, can we stop and just be adults? Supposedly, Hawaii and Arizona sit perfectly in the fucking sun belt that they don't need to change their time. Hawaii and Arizona are like 17 hours apart. How the fuck are they in the same space? Don't answer that. That might be a real answer that somebody has out there. But still, Is it possible to just stop daylight savings already? We've had so many discussions on this, and if Monday you want me to go into detail, I would love to. And I want to test out the 10-minute video space on TikTok and see how many people I can get on there. But if you have a gripe with daylight savings, I'm going to cut this off this show tonight and post it just to see how many people hate daylight savings. That's how I feel. I don't know about dark. I like the days. Like, I like going to the park and shit like this. I love enjoying, like, mid-afternoon. Like, I don't like the harsh times. So I like early morning, sunrise is pretty dope as long as you're not like right in the fucking sun. And answer me this. And since you're so smart, since everybody's so smart, why is the sun a different color when it comes up in the morning and it goes down at night? If nothing really happens, all we're doing is rotating. Why? What's the filter change? Is it like your MacBook, that it goes light to dark because of an algorithm? Are we living in a simulation? Who knows? Nobody. But answer that. Somebody said it was because cars are driving. Bullshit. Prove it. What else happened? Okay, so LL Cool J is probably one of the nastiest rappers alive. And you got to give him props. Pause. Big pause. Pause this whole shit because it's hilarious what he said. And I have to give it to Rory and Mal and Joe Budden. Let's just say it started at the Joe Budden podcast and they would give out the Nasty Award. I think that in the divorce, Rory and Mal get to hand out Nasty Awards. I don't think they know that they can hand out Nasty Awards, but I'm going to make sure I tag them and make sure, Loner, remind me to tag Rory and Mal and Damaris, excuse me, sorry, D. And I'm going to tag all y'all so y'all could get the Nasty Awards back out of the cupboard or where. If y'all left them at Park's place, maybe we can get a mediator to go to Park's and pick them up, and then y'all can hand them out since Joe ain't doing it. That's just me. And I think y'all got this in a divorce. I just think it wasn't transferred over, or maybe it's still in the box. Maybe it's in the box in the corner at Sirius, and y'all haven't opened that box. But you got to open up the Nasty Award box. Let me get to it. When LL said that in the video, they was talking about when he poured chocolate on Shorty's knee in the middle of the summer, when he said he would rather have had like a paint roller so he can roll it on, and he went, I knew, yo, hey, yo, hold on. Yo, son, he said, I wish I had a whole paint roller. Yeah. What the fuck was he talking about? The nastiest. And he stuck to it. That shit was great. He went through mad tweets, mad shit, and all I could think of was Rory and Mal reading every tweet and then watching LL's reaction. LL has a station at Sirius Radio. And if you don't know, LL Cool J is probably one of the dopest old rappers, bro. I swear to God. It was so funny to see. He's so serious, too. He's like, I wish I had more. There was a lot of comments like that. I'm not going to keep playing with LL. LL's a nasty motherfucker, yo. Like, for real. I'm trying to hold back on my bad words, but that's a nasty man. Nasty man. And he's proud of his nastiness. You got to give him props. Shout out to LL. That dude is hilarious. I know my video is going to get suppressed today. I think I got a hashtag in there for Trump. Oh, shit, my bad. Am I not allowed to do that? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. I retract that hand motion. I'm going to clip the fuck out of that, too. I don't give a shit. I'm going to do the LL. And yo, the Dunkin' worker that was sentenced today, luckily he didn't get like a real serious sentencing, but nonetheless, a life was lost. A racist patron came into the establishment, was screaming at him obscenities, using the N-word with the hard ER, and the young man punched him in his shit. And the old man died. That's unfortunate. It was provoked. Self-defense. Although the old man didn't hit him, he was provoking him. And he was harassing him at his job. Sorry for losing your life, but you're a racist piece of shit that we really don't need. And it's unfortunate that you did lose your life, because I don't think you should die just for being a douchebag. But maybe lesson learned. And hopefully this young man comes out. They gave him time in anger management and all types of different things. But you know what? Luckily, I think that he'll be out and he'll get a great job afterwards, because he didn't do nothing wrong. Sorry. I don't think so. The Jake Paul story is really something that I'm watching. The crypto scene for the different coins and the different like pump and dump schemes and the rug pools is what they call them. It continues to happen. Lana Rhodes just got caught up in one. There's a guy on YouTube. I'm not even gonna name him because I don't know what his shit is scary good, dude. He is the internet detective, and he goes around catching all these scam artists. And it's not White Boy Sean, or White Boy Dave, or whatever the fuck the dude is. I'm sorry, I don't know anybody's names. But this dude is good. And the way he broke down the Jake Paul thing, and then when he found the lawsuit, and then they named Jake Paul in the lawsuit, that's scary. So basically, stick dicks and like MILF butts or some shit that Jake Paul started or was a face for, he basically was paid in the coin. So when everybody bought the coin, his wallet grew, he sold it, cashed it out. He had secret wallets, and in crypto, you can find anybody's wallet. That's one of the good things about crypto, that it's pretty open, except that they can be hidden. It takes a little bit of digging, but you can find them. So, he started digging, and he found a couple of wallets from Jake under the name Problem Child, and these wallets had X amount of dollars worth of coins in them and shit like this. And due to laws and regulations, you can't take an ad or get paid to run an ad and not say that it's an ad. Like when I say I'm doing an ask, it's literally because I'm asking you because it's mine. Like I'm not paying myself to say go to my website. If Hemper sends me a check and they say, hey, can you promote this? I have to tell y'all this is an ad from Hemper. Shit like that, okay? I don't know how far this lawsuit will go, but I will tell you this. These pump and dump schemes are going to continue to happen, and with the economy going the way it's going, we're having to find different ways to make money. The government just announced, well, at least our president just announced today, President Joe Biden announced, we're going to go into crypto. They want to make an American coin. There's really nothing behind it, though. No utility, no nothing. Just seems to be a digital version of the American dollar, and I'm scared. I don't think that they have the right brains up there to even handle this. And just honestly, I hope they hire the right people. Last time that they tried to take on their own tech job, it was that website that Obama set up for $12 million, right? The Obamacare website. $12 million for a fucking Wix website, bro. It was embarrassing. The shit crashed every fucking 3 seconds. What else is going on in the world today? Turning Red. If you have Disney Plus, Turning Red is literally all over. My kids woke up to watching it. I thought it was interesting. I was in and out, so I don't have a good analysis or I didn't have good reactions to the movie. One, the animation looks phenomenal. If you don't know, I'm actually an animation major. It's what I went to school for, 3D animation. It was my passion at one point in life. So seeing where 3D has come and where animation has come is just, I think it's phenomenal. I think it's a really good thing, and I think it's awesome to see these stories being told the way that they're told. And, the ideas now and the ability to co-create with animation is so amazing. For example, if you didn't know, the Minions, the little noises the Minions make? That little blah, 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 blah. Okay, they're speaking Spanish, French, and English, because when they did the movie, all the animators were spread out around the world. They were in France, they were here in America, somewhere in Latin America, I believe Chile. I'm not 1,000% sure. I can't 100% remember off the top of my head, but the Illumination team was all over the world. They were basically like an at-home team of animators that left a bigger brand, started their own thing, and look where they're at. They have made some amazing cartoons, and it's Groot, Steve Carell. Like, you'll never forget Steve Carell, but it's awesome that they used all their languages for the Minions because they didn't even want to argue. So they said, fuck it, let's just mix up everything and make it gibberish. And it sounds dope as shit. Animation, ta-da, my nose is stuffy. I'm getting a cough button, even though Joe Rogan ran the cough button up to $700. The shit was like $40 2 years ago. And Rogan goes, I got a cough button. And then boom, right through the roof. All right. So now we got to get into the serious stuff. Are you guys ready for all the serious shit? Let's talk about Jussie. Oh, Jussie. Oh, Jussie. My kids used to watch that stupid show too. Whatever happened to Jussie? Not Smollet, the one on the show. So let's recap what happened with Jussie. Jussie was attacked on a cold Chicago night by two racist MAGA-wearing dudes. Big dudes. And they were MAGA the fucked out. And they were like, hey, you gay dude from Empire. Fuck you. This is MAGA country, you punk bitch. And they slapped his ass up. And they took his sandwich and took a bite out of his sandwich and said, this is MAGA country, you F word. And then they put a rope around his neck. And only then, did he go inside, call 911, and he said, hey, 911, I was attacked. I was attacked. In which point, I think I have the video still up when I was doing when he's crying. Hey, pause. Shit. But I'll repost my Jussie crying, eating the sandwich while he was telling the police that he was beat up and had the noose put around his neck. Well, that's what happened in his brain. It never happened. None of that shit happened. There wasn't two hillbilly white boys just walking around Chicago talking about this is MAGA country. First and foremost, that's not even a thing. I'm so tired of even talking about this fucking kid, but this is hilarious. He hired his personal trainer and his personal trainer's brother, who were two giant bodybuilders. They were like this, yoked, son, from Africa. They weren't even white. And I don't even think they were wearing the right outfits that he described. He sat at home with a noose around his neck, some made-up bleach chemicals on his body while he ate a meatball sandwich and lied to the police. Then they went on an investigation to find out who did this to Jussie. They could never find anybody because there was nobody. These two buffoons get caught up because they literally went to a fucking hardware store in broad goddamn daylight and bought everything that was used. This is like world's stupidest criminals. Like, this shit was an open and shut case. Then you had the attorney general from you are funny. Hey, I can't do it. Star's better than me, and I'm definitely not the new Star. Thank you for saying that the other day. I'm not taking that from you. So, the attorney general at the time dropped the case and let him out. Come to find out, it was all bullshit. And yesterday we saw what happened. So from Fox News, I could tell you what else happened, but I'd rather just read it from Fox News. I think they kind of did a good job of summing it up, especially when he was like, I'm innocent. I'm not suicidal. I'm not going to kill myself. I swear to God, I'm not going to. And they took his ass to the back. All that shit. Hey, you know what else I saw? Colin Kaepernick's dumbass was running up and down a fucking football field. Who the fuck wants to hire you, dude? You haven't been on a field for like 10 years. This motherfucker's Al Bundy. These old Polk High fucking Heisman Trophy winner. If you don't sit your old ass the fuck down and go open a Foot Locker or some shit in like Redondo Beach or something, get the fuck out of here. All right, stories from Fox News. After Cook County Judge James Lynn read Smollet's sentence and ordered him into custody, Smollet yelled, I'm innocent. I could have said I was guilty a long time ago. As the sheriff deputies led him out of the courtroom, and he added, I'm not suicidal, I swear to God. Smollet was convicted for 5 charges of disorderly conduct. He was sentenced. His sentence consisted of, 30 months of felony probation and 150 days in county jail, as well as the payment of fines and restitution to the city of Chicago. It was about $250,000, something like that, like $175,000. Pay that up and do your 150 like a man. Don't be scared. And it has nothing to do with his sexuality or any of that. I can give a fuck. Just because he's gay, that doesn't mean anything to me, like at all. I'm judging him for what he did. I think it was a pathetic cry for help. I believe he needs mental help after this. I hope that he seeks, a legitimate peace within himself, because something's wrong with him. It's just something's wrong with you. I personally don't give a fuck what happens to him. This guy is an asshole. He's pompous. He's very arrogant. He got a little bit of fame off that show, and he was a real asshole. I don't care what nobody. I've seen a lot of people that cape for that dude. That dude's a dick. I hope he comes out okay. I don't wish jail on nobody, but he's a piece of shit. That's all I got to say. Look, 3 years. Well, they only gave him 150. 150 days ain't shit. He'll be out in like fucking 60 days. He ain't even gonna do the whole 150. They shouldn't. I mean, listen, I don't like talking about jail. Nobody should go to jail. I'm not even into that. I think we should redo jail. We've talked. I'll get into that sometime this year too. We'll have a day. We'll talk about the jail thing. What are we talking about? Oh, damn it. That's what I meant to put in my notes. My bad. It was like one of my bigger stories. The working from home. How many people work from home because of COVID? How awesome is working from home? It's almost like you're your own boss, right? You're just at home. You do your work. You're almost like a freelance, whatever the fuck you do, right? Excuse me. My nose is stuffy because of my allergies and tough noogies. So what if I told you that now everybody wants you to leave your house and go back to work in the office? To the point where I heard a report that said the air inside of an office is cleaner than the air inside of your house. Who the fuck believes that? Are they serious? Okay. Why does the government want us to go back to work? Why is it any of their fucking business what we do? How about we keep it a buck? It doesn't matter where you work from. You don't need to be in those big buildings. If they want to do something with those big buildings, because we're going to have a commercial economic crisis, a commercial real estate economic crisis pretty soon. These giant downtown buildings that are just big for no reason and overpriced, they're empty. Everybody's working from home. People have left the big city. Nobody wants to live in these big ass congested cities. If I have the option to not have to deal with traffic and take my life into my own hands, and I'm able to move somewhere where it's more peaceful, give myself more quality of life, leave California and live in something bigger with more space. Like I said, peaceful and quality of life. That's what we're all looking for, is quality of life. If I can get that from home, why the fuck do I have to go work in an office building? And who are you to tell me where to work? It's not the government's job to tell me where to work at all. The government's job is to regulate, to keep things on a decent fucking equal level playing field, and to keep us safe as best they can, even with Captain Dodo at the fucking wheel. This is strange to me, and I don't understand what the push is. How about we start pushing for banks to give home loans that aren't volatile and something that really helps society instead of this bullshit? Stories from Vice. Our nation's most powerful policy makers, elected officials, and corporations that fund them really, really want remote workers back in the office all of a sudden. Stories from Vice, if I didn't say that. In his State of the Union address on March 1, President Biden told Americans that he wants everybody back in our physical workplaces to fill the country's great downtowns. So Trump said, make America great again, and he was racist. But he says great downtowns and nothing. Which is easy to say for a guy who famously works in a house that's specially his own. That's so stupid. Who wrote this? I'm glad we don't give their names. A week earlier, Mayor Eric Adams, this guy is special, and I like him, but he's a weirdo, commanded New Yorkers to get back to the office and out of their pajamas. Sir, from New Yorkers, I will say myself, and I won't do it, but SMD. In my dirtiest, I'm from the Bronx, by the way, so in my dirtiest Bronx voice, SMD. Don't tell me what to do, bro. Mind your business. Why don't you put on pajamas, yo? What's up with you? And 2 days after Biden's speech, Mayor London Breed in San Francisco announced a similar push for a return to office life. That's so disgusting. With cosigns from tech giants like Google, which announced it will end its voluntary work from home policy in April, and Microsoft, which already opened up last month. The threat that has been looming over the heads of our WFH lovers, which is work from home. I learned that today. I was like, what the fuck is Woofa? Woofa lovers. I should have named the fucking episode Woofa. It's been looming over the heads of Woofa lovers for almost a year. And it's finally here. We're actually going back to the office. Studies shown remote workers have been more productive and happier while working from home. So why in the fuck would you want them to leave? From a remote worker's perspective, saying goodbye to all the midday showers, laundry flexibility, hour-long interludes where you go through all the different Roku screensavers with your roommate. First off, nobody does that. This is what this person does. Elaborative lunches, quality time with your pandemic dog, privacy during Zoom therapy, and privacy in general that comes with remote work. It's a hard pill to swallow. Well, what? Bro, I have offices, okay? I got rid of my studio. We got rid of the furniture store. There's no point in having all these things. We have an at-home studio. I have an at-home soundstage. I have it's not remote. I guess it's the other sound stage, another recording studio. Listen, I love my at-home studio. Always have. Like, if I don't have to travel, I don't want to. Like, when I made a lot of money and I was wealthy and very successful early on, one of the people that I was around at the time influenced me in such a way that blew my mind. He said, listen, I love what I do, so I don't get paid to do my job. I get paid to leave my house. So if you pay me enough, I'll leave my house. And that's how I started approaching things. Shit, ever since I read the Jay Prince book, I turn my alarms off. I just wake up when I wake up. Boom. Suck it. How about that? Anyway, stay working at home. Wear your fucking pajamas. They lying like shit. They just want people back on the road so they could buy gas. That's all they want to do. That's all the conspiracy. All the conspiracy people are like, "Cause gas prices are going up. They want everybody to go outside and go drive their cars again." I just want an electric car. Elon, can you give me a car? And cover your ears real fast, Elon, if you're listening. Cover your ears. La 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 la. Hey Ford, it's me, Kasabian. Just give me a Mach-E. Just give me a Mach-E. I'll take the red one. I want a blue one because they're special. Can I get a red one though? But I'll take a blue one because they're special. Mach-E. I want it. I'm actually going to the dealership this week because of the recall. And then just give me the fucking Mach-E. Give me the Mach-E. Please. just let me have that bitch. It's just so hard to wait that long for a car. It is so hard to wait that long for a car. I'm not being messy. I just don't want to fuck things up. But Elon, just in case. Elon, you can take your hands off your ears. Elon, you can listen now. We good. I didn't even say nothing. You didn't even miss nothing. So we got to get into this Jason Lee and Ye collaboration, which I'm very excited for. This was out of Variety. Kanye West, his actual name is Ye. Ye has added a high-profile media figure to his exclusive ranks. His name, Jason Lee, co-founder of Hollywood Unlocked, on his team under the title of Media and Partnerships. I really don't understand the partnerships aspect of this. Is he going to assist on brand deals for Kanye as the artist? Or is he going to assist on... I don't know. I really don't know. Lee shared his take on joining forces with Ye with Variety prior to the official announcement going out Friday. He says that his appointment was an outgrowth of the camaraderie he established with the superstar musician during a video interview for Hollywood Unlocked that went up last month. I think after the interview on Hollywood Unlocked, it was clear that we had an aligned vision for leveling the playing field in media, Lee said. Ye voiced a vision for a company he was building, and that media was an arm of that, and he felt I could be an asset. I agree. I like Jason Lee. I think he's a good dude, and I like fucking with him because I think he's a good dude. Jason Lee has made some smooth moves. So shout out to Jason, shout out to Ye, and let's see where that goes. Now, the touchy subject of the day is the Don't Say Gay bill. This bill was kind of controversial. What I find more controversial is that when you find out that the name Don't Say Gay is not the name of the bill. Don't Say Gay is what the Democrats named it. You see, that's the party that says they're here to help you. That's the party that loves you. That's the party that's here for the minorities, for the gays, for the LGBTQ community, and for anybody that's in a disparaging or in a needy position. They're there to help. Why would they give this bill such a hateful name when that's not what this bill is? Let's get into it. And it's from Fox News, and we'll really dive into this because I have children, and if you have children, this should concern you because this is actually something that we might want to talk about. I fuck with Jason Lee, not so much the other guy. Who, Ye? Or, what's boy's name? Not Jason Lavoe. What's his name? L.A. Lavoe? L.A. Lavoe, whatever the fuck his name is. I'm dropping a lot of F-bombs. I'm sorry. No more F-bombs for me. Anyway, stories from Fox News. Florida Republicans on Tuesday, passed a parental rights bill that progressives have claimed it's anti-LGBTQ. But absent from much of the discussion around the bill are the actual contents of the proposed legislation, which is a big deal. Let's talk about what's in it and not what it means. The bill, officially named Parental Rights in Education, bans school employees or third parties from giving classroom instructions on sexual orientation or gender identity in kindergarten through third grade. The bill, which passed with the Senate on Tuesday after passing the House last month, has been dubbed the Don't Say Gay bill by Democrats, who falsely claim it bans any discussion pertaining to being gay in state schools. President Biden called it a hateful bill in a tweet last month. That's a big problem when the president says stupid shit like this, okay? Big problem. DeSantis, this is a quote from him. Does it say that in the bill? DeSantis asked, adding that It's why people don't trust people like you, because you peddle false narratives. And we're going to make sure that parents are able to send their kids to kindergarten without having some of this stuff injected in their school curriculum, the governor said. So what's in the bill? It does require that schools adopt procedures that reinforce the fundamental rights of parents to make decisions regarding the upbringing and the control of their child in specified manner. I can't read. Stop it. That's blasphemy. It does prohibit classroom instructions, not casual What is wrong with my It does prohibit classroom instructions, not casual discussion on sexual orientation and gender identity with children in the 3rd grade or younger, or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students in accordance with state standards. That is a tongue twister. It does require school districts to notify a student's parents if there is a change in the student's services of monitoring related to the student's mental, emotional, or physical health or well-being, and the school's ability to provide a safe and supportive learning environment for the student. It does prohibit schools from encouraging a student to withhold such information from a parent. So, there's no hate in this bill. The idea that a parent can't make a decision for their child is beyond me. And the idea that you're speaking on sexuality at such a young age is wrong. Children aren't thinking about that until they're a bit older. I have kids. I'm speaking as a parent. I'm speaking as a former child myself. Many, many years ago, I was a young boy. Last thing on my mind. But if this is something your child has on their mind, you have control over this. So what's in the bill? And I made sure I got all of these. It does not ban the word gay in school settings. It does not ban casual discussions of topics related to sexual orientation and gender identity in the classroom. It does not require schools to notify parents if their child comes out as gay or transgender. It does not require schools to notify parents of information regarding the student's mental, emotional, or physical well-being if a responsible, prudent person would believe the disclosure would result in abuse, abandonment, or neglect. It sounds like a pretty solid bill to me. They're just saying they want the best for the children, and they don't want to inject something into the curriculum, that's the words that they used, that is just honestly unnecessary. I really don't think sexuality should be discussed so freely in class in that fashion. School's to get a job. School's not to find out who you are. You find out who you are in life. This is the problem with school. The real issue is they've lost their way. They've lost their way. You cannot sit here and tell me that any of this shit has to do with getting a job, earning a wage, living, paying for things. That's what life's about. That's what school's supposed to be about. This is the reason why our country's falling apart. Because for the past 30 years, we've had teachers pacify this goddamn nation and not teach anybody how to be productive because the teachers themselves have been losers. The great teachers that are out there that teach well, I feel bad for you because you're stuck in a room full of idiots and morons. I have to go to my daughter's school on Monday. To go speak to a group of adults that are blaming my child for graffiti. First and foremost, graffiti is a part of my culture. Don't disrespect my culture. What happened in that school was that somebody vandalized a piece of that school property, but it wasn't my child. They have no evidence. They have no proof. Per usual, they're just threatening my child and they wrote her up. So I'm going to go over there and I'm going to take care of this because our school system has gotten to the point where they think that they can raise our children. I'm not asking you to raise my fucking kids. I'm asking you to teach them. And if you can't do your job, I will find somewhere for you to go do your job better at. The lady that keeps on watching my child through the bathroom door or whatever the hell she's doing at that school, and the fact that it's a private charter school that's under the veil that the school district in Nevada or here in Clark County can't tell them what to do is beyond me. But anybody that works at Dorel, any teachers out there that work at Dorel Academy, hit me up. And I'm talking about higher ups. Higher ups. I'm sick of it's harassment, okay? And because there's nobody there to put them in their place, it's bullshit. We have people fighting over sexuality in school. Hey, kids are kids. They're going to experiment. They're going to go through phases in their life. They're going to want to do crazy shit. As long as they're not hurting nobody or hurting themselves, I think kids should be able to express themselves any way they can in a functioning manner. School should be to teach kids how to be productive. You can't do that. If you're not over the age of 25, you shouldn't be a teacher. I think you shouldn't be a teacher until you're 30. because of shit like this. This lady's harassing my daughter because she has a hard on for my kid. So we'll take care of that on Monday. Hell yeah, bro. Are you crazy? I am, okay. Loner, I am hip hop. I was a break dancer. I still break dance. I'm a writer. I do graffiti. I mean, heavily do graffiti. Like, you see my tattoos? I drew my tattoos. I wish I had a sketchbook with me. But yes, this is what I do. Like, I am hip hop. That's what I'm saying. To me, it's disrespect when they say that my daughter was doing graffiti. Somebody wrote some dumb shit and snitched and tried to put it on my daughter. But when she was in the bathroom, she didn't even have a pen. And if we're going to do graffiti, I'll show you graffiti. Like, I bang. I'm going to hit walls. I'll bring a marker out, some streakers out. Or we could do a whole piece and bring out the cans. I can go pick up the boys and we can go crazy. But I embody hip hop, Loner. Like, I'm for real, bro. The only thing I never did in hip hop outside of, no, it's just DJing is the only thing I never did. I'm an MC, you know that. I'm a rapper. I break dance. My mother was rock steady. I'm a break dance. Like, it's in my blood. I break dance. I did graffiti. I've been rapping for how long, bro? I've been rapping professionally since I was 11 years old. I am hip hop. I'm hip hop. Nah, I can't. Because last time I went to the school and seen this lady, I told her to leave my daughter the fuck alone. Now the vice principal, he got a problem with me. And I'm going to show him why you don't fuck with me or my kids. But besides that, it's okay because I'm a professional. And I might go live. I might even make it a paid event. Would you pay $1 to watch me cuss out the vice principal, and this pussy ass lady that ain't got nothing to do with my kid? Because I'm going to put it on live. I have to for my protection because I don't understand why they're harassing my child. There's no way that without evidence or proof, you can put this on my child. Period. Like, you're not going to make some shit up. I'm not okay with that, but that's okay. Shit, I'll send you the video. I will film it and send you the raw, and you could add music to it like a fucking, we'll do it like a sketch. But I'm serious. I believe that the real issue here that my daughter's having in school with this teacher is the teacher's age, which I believe is a big problem with this bill. You know, the parental bill is honestly to just give power back to parents. Unfortunately, the government wants to take away your rights to raise your kids. And dumb teachers are too fucking stupid for me. Sorry, bro. You know what they say, those who can do and those who can't teach. If there's any more to that saying, let me know. But I believe that 100%. And to tell you the truth, anybody that's in a school where you're supposed to be teaching kids and you're sitting there and you're ran by your feelings, you're not a good teacher. You have to have a good heart to be a good teacher. And a good-hearted person is able to de-escalate and take care of these situations. And when you get into being a teacher, I think you know what comes with it. That's why I think age is a serious thing. And it's a big problem in this country that we have too many young teachers that just have a lot of feelings and shit that they need to put the fuck down. Just stop, bro. Shut it down. Enough. Raise your own kids. Don't bring that shit in my house. Man, my kids are smarter than that, so they don't even listen to y'all. And that's why they get mad, because they got that white privilege bullshit, and they think that my kids are going to bend to their white privilege. No, I'm not okay with that, and I'm not going to keep playing with this shit. I will pull my kids from this damn school. I don't need to be at this fucking school. What's wrong with y'all, bro? It's so stupid, bro. I'm done. With that, I hope that I explained the Don't Say Gay bill, which I think is still very disrespectful, and the Democratic Party named it that, but I hope that we have a better understanding of what that bill means, and I hope that if you have a child that has these needs, those needs are met. And I understand that this can be very difficult to have a child that has these needs, and my children don't, but I know that having children that are different that's life. That's life, and we all get dealt a different deck. And like I said at the start of the show last week with the gamblers, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. But goddamn it, I will not let my kids be bullied by no punk ass cornball bitch that ain't never got her dreams off the ground because she's a fucking failed TikToker or YouTuber or whatever in her life. And that fucking 45-year-old bum ass motherfucker that drinks at night and slaps his wife around. And now he's left at home living in an apartment complex, driving some piece of shit car. And he does Lyft on the weekends because he can't pay for his fucking bills. I'm not playing with that bald-headed piece of shit, bro. Fuck out of here, yo. My name's Kasabian Lavoe. Live in the moment, don't live in the past. Be safe, stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. Wine.